B-2 Spirit bomber plane. How stealth works. For decades, the skies have served as the ultimate frontier of military dominance, and among the marvels of aerospace engineering, no aircraft symbolizes this power better than the B-2 Spirit bomber. The B-2, a flying wing that silently soars through the skies, is a feat of engineering and a representation of how covert technology can alter the balance of power. The B-2, unlike any other bomber in history, relies on invisibility, subtlety, and ingenuity rather than overwhelming numbers or physical power. The B-2 Spirit, the first operational stealth bomber in history, revolutionized how countries approach air defense and attack. It is one of the most mysterious aircraft ever constructed because of its secrets, which are hidden beneath layers of materials and design. Let's watch. 1. The B-2 Spirit's history. The inception of stealth warfare. During the last tense years of the Cold War, when the US and the USSR were engaged in an unparalleled armaments race, the B-2 Spirit was created. American engineers envisioned an aircraft that could easily get past enemy defenses undetected because they were afraid that the Soviet Union's sophisticated radar networks would find it easy to target existing bombers. The B-2, the first genuinely stealth strategic bomber in history, was developed as a result of this idea. Before it was made public in the late 1980s, its development was kept under wraps for many years. However, the B-2 Spirit's near invisibility to radar, infrared, and even visual detection rather than its capacity to transport conventional or nuclear weapons across continents was what really made it innovative. This aircraft turned into the ultimate ghost in the sky, a weapon made to be invisible in the first place rather than to battle its way into enemy territory. 2. The design of the flying wing. Form identifies function. The B-2 Spirit's flying wing design, which is drastically different from that of traditional aircraft, is its most identifiable feature. The B-2 has greater stealth qualities because its whole body acts as a single lifting surface, eliminating the need for vertical stabilizers, tails, or fuselages to reflect radar emissions back to their source. This odd design has a vital function in addition to having a futuristic appearance. The B-2's every line, curve, and angle is designed to divert radar signals from adversary sensors. Radar can readily detect reflected surfaces created by wings, tails, and protrusions in conventional aircraft. However, radar signals are diverted into harmless directions by the B-2's smooth, continuous curvature, which makes the bomber appear as small as a bird or disappear completely on radar screens. Inspired by the German Horten Ho 229 idea during World War II, this innovative airframe design was refined through computer simulations, resulting in a genuine masterpiece of stealth and aerodynamic optimization. 3. Reduction of infrared signatures and radar absorption. Although the B-2's design greatly enhances its stealth profile, it is not the only element that makes this bomber undetectable. Specialized radar-absorbent materials are applied to the aircraft's skin, which absorbs radar waves rather than reflects them. The B-2 becomes a radar sponge instead of a mirror due to these coatings, which are continuously maintained and reapplied. This implies that a large portion of the energy will be absorbed and lost before any meaningful signal is returned, even if adversary radar systems are able to aim waves at the bomber. In order to keep radar signals from reaching the metal turbines within the B-2, the engines are also buried deep within the wing structure and use specially bent air intakes. Additionally, its exhaust system is meticulously engineered to mix cool air with hot engine gases, lowering its infrared signature and decreasing the effectiveness of heat-seeking missiles. Even the B-2's outside paint is non-reflective and purposefully made to reduce visual detection, particularly while flying at high altitudes at night. 4. The problem of fly-by-wire control and aerodynamic instability. The B-2 Spirit's unique design causes aerodynamic instability despite its many benefits. The stabilizing tail features that most aircraft depend on for stable flight are absent from a flying wing. Because of this, the B-2 is inherently unstable in the air, a design flaw that in earlier decades may have rendered the aircraft unfeasible. A state-of-the-art fly-by-wire system, which enables computers to continuously make tiny modifications to the aircraft's control surfaces, was used to solve this issue and maintain the aircraft's responsiveness and levelness at all times. The plane itself determines and controls the fine control required to keep it from spinning out of control, with input from the pilots. Multiple redundancies are incorporated into these systems to guarantee that the B-2 stays safe and stable even in the event that a portion of the flight computer network fails. Despite the fact that its inherent aerodynamic inclinations would make manual control impossible, the end result is an airplane that flies precisely and smoothly. 5. Multispectral stealth. Dodging. In addition to in contemporary warfare, radar stealth needs defense against more than just radar. The purpose of the B-2 Spirit's design was to reduce its detectability in the radar, infrared, acoustic, and visible spectrums. To avoid infrared sensors locking on, even the engine exhaust is cooled and dispersed. The B-2 controls engine heat using unique ducting and exhaust mixing to lower its overall thermal footprint and evade detection by infrared satellites and ground systems. Additionally, it flies at predetermined altitudes and speeds to steer clear of vapor trails or sonic booms that may reveal its location. Because the B-2's engines are quiet and its aerodynamic form creates less turbulence and noise than other planes, even its sound is hard to hear. Another element is visual stealth. The B-2 is coated with unique coatings that lessen reflections from sunlight, making it challenging to identify against the sky. The B-2 can enter highly protected airspace and avoid detection by many enemy sensors thanks to this all-encompassing approach to stealth. 6. The strategic role, using a deadly payload to reach the world. The B-2 Spirit was developed to cause destruction all across the world, not just to avoid discovery. Both conventional and nuclear bombs, notably the powerful massive ordnance penetrator, which is intended to demolish hardened sites and deeply buried bunkers, can be carried by the bomber. With aerial refueling, the B-2 can reach almost any target on Earth without ever landing, and its operational range without refueling is around 6,000 nautical miles. Because of this, the United States can quickly and easily project military force anywhere in the world. 7. Upkeep, improvements, and stealth bombers. Future. The B-2 Spirit has several difficulties while being a technological marvel. Maintaining its stealth coating is expensive and time-consuming. To keep the aircraft's low observability, radar-absorbent materials must be carefully inspected and reapplied. The B-2 fleet is stored and maintained in special climate-controlled hangars, and ground crews are always on the lookout for deterioration, wear, or damage to its stealth features. Let us know in the comments what you think about the B-2 Spirit bomber plane, how stealth works. And don't forget to like, subscribe, and stay tuned for more captivating content on our YouTube channel.